Good.
That's me. Looking for me? You had a trespass on me.
Yeah, Tommy.
Yeah, you got a supervisor?
I can get one.
What is my wallet?
53, 10 Bravo 10.
Why don't you pull out front like you do all the time? I know you have better things to do today.
Especially stand out in the seat.
53, 10 on top. Gentleman here at the Easy Does It Club is requesting your presence.
You guys get paid big dollars. Not gonna see. I would have not. I would have left. No, I want this. I have to put this in for the paper. You got to prove a point. No, put it into the paperwork when the lawsuit comes back. When the supervisor gets the office. You got a reason for it?
Says your membership was revoked and you're not supposed to be here. So I'm assuming you've never been formally given any paperwork, right?
I haven't. That's why I'm sitting. I'll get it over. So you can go back and do your job. That's why I'm sitting.
Good, are you?
Let's go.
Corey subject called and said that there's a gentleman here that he doesn't need to be here. So his membership was revoked. So, there's supposed to be some lady that I'm supposed to speak to, Jennifer or something like that.
Jennifer?
He said that somebody was here for contact, point of contact. He's in Holly Hill, I guess.
Here comes the manager.
Assume that's how it speaks.
Hi, how are you? What's going on?
I'm okay. I appreciate it.
Stay in shape, man. I know, but they voted this morning. Anybody get a call on the vote?
No.
Nah, you.
Rick and I did not get any contact at all.
Illegal.
Who's here for that? Who is here for the trespass?
Corey is the one that called.
Well, he's not here. How can he trespass?
I know.
He's got to be on the property.
Okay.
All
Right, hold on.
He's got to be here.
Hold on.
Yes, he does.
Wait, he's not here?
I don't know. He said that there's supposed to be somebody here in his place.
Oh, they're coming?
He said a female.
A female?
Yeah. That's what I was given.
No, it's not. He said a female. No, he told me. Are you serious?
Listen, you heard the argument here. Did you hear the argument last night that I was involved in this car here on Thin Ice? Corey, right here, standing here, about 7 witnesses. Oh, yeah. Because I handed out the letter.
You're the one that handed it out? When did you put that on?
I didn't put it on any board. There's not one letter in that building.
It was on the table. It was on the table from the room this morning.
I gave it to a guy here this morning. I didn't leave it on the table. I got the whole time for it in my car. I was asking him now.
That's why.
That's why. Because
Thank you for explaining.
I have no problem.
It's Tommy.
Ego.
You can't do that.
I can't do what?
I can't tell.
That's why you do that.
I don't.
Tommy, understand me, please. I love you.
I don't
You
care.
don't understand.
I can't do it. You're on it, right?
Don't get, you know what, honey, when you do something wrong,
Corey's on his way right now. He should be here in less than 10
Yeah, he said
minutes.
somebody was supposed to be standing in his place.
Yeah, me.
I had to let him out.
I got you.
Yeah.
So, but if he's on his way down, let him go through the whole routine with him.
Well, he requested supervisor, so I'm waiting on him
It's
anyway.
not too late.
So you gotta wait.
Tommy, it's not too late. Please believe me when I tell you you want to do
He's on his
that.
way right now. He'll be here like in less than 10 minutes.
I'm not causing a scene.
No, he's good.
No, we're good.
No.
I'm not gonna get, you're not gonna have a problem. It's a letter. That I was given today. I was kicked out for 90 days. Why?
Why do you keep doing that for Brian and Joe?
Because they're my sponsors.
Honey,
Too bad. I've known Brian for 20 fucking years. So what?
you
20
know
years.
him.
He knows me.
I don't, but you
You're
don't
not
want to
gonna get
do
us startled out of me. You're not gonna get me roused. Good. It's good.
I don't want to get around.
Your boss, or the
never
boss of the club, called me a bum, and I'm no good. So, waiting for this to happen, we on my merry way. I'll continue to do my detox, and hopefully they'll come. Not that I'm here, but one of them was here last night. I go to St. James last night, 16 days ago, I got a detox. I said something, and they showed up. Why I come here last night, and he's at the end of the table at the beginner's meeting. I saw him last Sunday. He listened to what I said. But I'm
And
a
I love you for
defamation to
everything.
this
I
club.
love you.
Please keep it that way.
Listen, I love you for everything that you do. Oh my God, it's incredible. Listen to me. Listen to me. Please.
Listen to me. I can't give in to politics. That's my opinion. Period. Listen to me. I have all the deep respect for you. I do. But I'm not going to be called a womanizer and threatening woman and all that shit that in this happens. Okay? Open your mouth and you get in trouble. That's not right.
Please listen to me.
Listen.
You have a
We all have a path.
Listen
But
to
we're
me.
equal when
Listen
we
to
walk in
me.
that door.
Listen to me. Just shut up 1 second. When we come in here, we come in here dirty. And we tell everything is one person that we trust to tell. Right? And then we move on. Yeah, I don't care what he does, I don't care what you do. We talk to your sponsor, and we go on and we do what we do right. And we hope that they hold us accountable for our behavior. And I know what you've done, and I hope you will listen, and I hope that God blesses us, because I know what I did, and I have explained. Listen, Joey C. went and did a background check on me. Okay? That has never happened to me in AA, and he's got no right. That is not his right, honey. When he did that, he broke his anonymity, he broke his promise to AA. He was not my sponsor. He has no right to do that. Who the fuck is he?
So get that up with him. That's not him.
But he broke the AA law when he did that.
Is that me? Should I do
That
that?
is your sponsor.
Yes.
If that was my sponsor, you know what I would have told my sponsor? You fucking go fuck yourself, bitch. You go fuck yourself. And I would trust him. If you trust that man, I would trust him. If he can do it to me, he's going to do it.
I run my background everywhere. From here to New York. I just said I didn't have it. I've been here 30 years. I've never been in the back of an automobile police department. Ever.
Well, if you can actually sit here and say, really think that these people have got your back, I will pray for you. I will pray for you. Because let me tell you something, I know what's going on around here. Do you see where I am right now? But that ain't got nothing to do with anybody else. It's got something to do with me. My integrity.
Listen, I didn't do anything. I'm being accused of a bunch of shit.
I don't take it. I don't let anybody okay, but my decisions are going to be complete.
And this is a decision I'm making to make everybody in the club happy. The board members, that's what this is all about. The board members, okay? Remember that. Track records. Follow track. Donnie, I've been coming here a long
I
time.
know you have.
A long
I
time.
know you have.
And people have track records and they still track it. You may change the spots. You can't change them all the time. You may move around.
I love you.
I
He's looking at it. Notifying him officially.
What's your name, sir?
Cannon. Cannon.
Sorry, bro. Hey, I'm sorry to take you away from the job, really.
No, at least he's in the shade.
I
Stand in the
got
shade.
law enforcement in my family. One of my best fishing friends.
Yeah.
You can run my integrity. I talked to Larson. You talked to the clients. You're wasting your time.
I'm surprised Larson ain't showed up yet.
Is he coming?
No, it's gonna be DeLong.
Larson on duty.
He's supposed to be.
If he's on duty, I want to talk to him. He
But
knows all the knowledge.
he hasn't signed in yet, so I don't know. And he has.
Because after this happens, I'm going to go and talk. Absolutely.
See him one way or the other.
Yeah. Like I said, he ain't signed in yet, so.
I got it.
This is the reason.
Here you are right here.
Well, back up. Supervisor. Gotta have a supervisor. I have nothing against him. I have nothing against him. I hope you don't get it.
I think we're the one that has to write it.
Want to walk out there with us? There's a meeting going on out there. Like I said, I'm not going to give it. There he is.
Excuse me.
This is the subject of the trespass, but the owner's on his way. I have your flyer.
This is why I'm being trespassed. I would like to, just to get to the police on this trespass ticket, I would like to staple to it.
What is
to
that?
the police chief. This is why I'm being kicked out. I want you to have it. I want it to go to the police chief. I do. I want that to go. If not, I'll drop it off at the police station myself.
Yeah, it's nothing. It has no bearing on.
But this is why I'm getting kicked out. I want to let you know. This is number 3. I'm the 3rd one. These guys got a job. I've been in this neighborhood 30 years. I never had a problem with you guys. None. Zero. Zippo. I come here for health care. To help people stay off drugs so they don't go and buy me your car. Now that's what I do. We asked for financial records. He told us to get a lawyer. We got a lawyer. Now I'm kicked out. I don't think it's right. But I'm not going to give you a hard time, but I want this to go to the police chief. Please.
I mean, you could take it to him, but it has no.
There's
no
a case,
bearing on.
There's a case on this whole building at the police department. Larson knows all about it. If he's on duty, I'd love to talk to him too. Or I'll go to the police station and talk to him, however he wants to go.
All right. If you want to go to the police department, then I'll have him meet you there. But
Well, after you give me my trespass ticket, I got to get that on the record too.
okay.
Yeah, the owner's supposedly in around
He's
the one
not the
that
owner.
is requesting.
He's not the owner.
The
He's not the
trespass.
owner.
But we're not going to sit here and wait for him.
Yeah, I mean that's.
So.
He said he wanted to speak to you before we continue with anything.
Yeah.
So
I want this on
I'll go
video.
knock it
I want this on video.
out. I'm gonna type it out for him. Yes, sir. You too. Bravo 53. I have one out of Florida by number.
Bravo 53.
5-3.
Thomas is negative, Val.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get time to pull the trespass.
Okay. I have his stuff. You have your ID, so I can.
I'll pull over here. Okay?
All right. He's over there talking to the SARS now.
Oh, Sergeant, good. I'll talk.
Come on.
Yeah, I saw him early over by the whole place. He was pushing it when he saw me, but I'm sure he's gonna jump back on it. Alright, I'm whip around, not waiting the plaza and 3033. Are you guys talking about Beasley? No, we got some dirt bikes that seem to slow in the area. Oh, okay. Yeah, they go 12 for sure.
Just hold off on issuing that until LT gets here. Okay.
So I apologize for this for you guys, and this is crazy for Sunday, right? But this guy's been a pain in the ass for a couple of months.
10 Bravo 53, I have a second one out of Florida by number.
So this is
Because he wants to try out our new bylaws and shit.
Yes.
Oh, well, let me try this.
And he was there. Suspension, expulsion, trespass. Hostile to the executive. That's corporate business. And he's passing it out in AA meetings.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
I got you. So like I said, it's y'all's bylaws, so I can't enforce that.
LT's well
If
aware.
y'all request trespass, that's all I can do.
That's what I mean. That's what
I have it written out, so I guess we'll just wait and see what Lieutenant Larson's got.
The thing is, I gave him a written warning this morning. You're suspended for 90 days. If you come back within those 90 days, you're going to be trespassed.
Yeah.
And these guys, I'm a former Marine. When I give my word, sir, that's my word. I cannot go back on it. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, we had a detail here a couple of meetings ago because we were taking some tough action, and I even let. I mean, it's just unfortunate that you get a couple of alcoholics that want to show their ass when I've got other people sitting in here right now and working on recovery. It's all these hard, and they got to see the police, and they got to see all this shit, and they got to deal with this shit. This is a bunch of bullshit. And I've been sober for 32 years. This the clubhouse is the board's clubhouse and the club members. We try to provide a good, safe place for everybody, and you get guys like that coming in here, you know, creating bullshit. I don't need it.
Yeah.
You know? And the funny thing was, is he was in the meeting when we just voted all this stuff in. You know, June 21st. So is LT far out?
I'm assuming he's at the office. He should be right around the corner, but so he moves at his own pace.
He's a good one. He really is. What's it? Tom Larson, right? Lieutenant Larson?
Yeah.
You've got three board members sitting here right now. Brett, Sean, and myself. And I've already been in contact with 3 other ones, and we're all in agreement with this. It's unfortunate that I'm the one that's got to do the execution.
Yeah.
Did you put like 6 months or a year on it?
Year.
I think that's good because I told him, if you come on the property within 90 days, you're going to be trespassed.
Yeah.
And he defied us. He's doing this for this effect.
Yeah. Well, like I said, that's our minimum a year on our end.
Okay, cool.
If y'all feel like it's
No, leave it there.
like if he makes his amends or whatever, and
And
y'all allow that,
we can rescind
you
it.
can rescind
Yeah.
it.
And see what we have here? It's given in the rules. Anyone who wants suspended, expelled, or trespassed must appear in front of the board of the directors and court members at the moment of this meeting to request privileges to be reinstated to attend meetings and club functions. We have a way back in. It's not like we're just slamming the door. We've got a way back. It's up to him. He can come to the next board meeting we have in 2 weeks and say, man, I'm sorry guys, I apologize. We'll work something out. I have to get back for meetings. But they won't do that.
Hopefully, Lieutenant Larson, kind of mediates it enough. So I'm just here to issue the warrant. And, I'm the one with the printer.
I have 2 nephews. One's a Fairfax County police officer. The other one's a DEA agent up in D.C. He works the polygraph for the DEA.
Yeah.
But this is some funny shit. I'm just like, So,
He stays on while I'm out of the car.
oh really?
The steering wheel effect.
How long you been in the force?
I've only been in the Warman since February.
Where'd you come from?
I did 10 years in Georgia.
Georgia, part Georgia.
McDonald.
McDonald. Is that out in the country? Is that the 195?
Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Okay. You like Ormond Beach?
Yeah. Been all right.
I was telling my nephews, I said, dude, you gotta come down here. I have,
Depends on what they're used to and what they're, because you gotta think up north, anything north of, Virginia or anybody, they pay for you to be there.
I think
Where down here, it's more so, it's a colony.
I'm a facility manager for Florida Blue in Jacksonville. And Jacksonville Sheriff's Office right now is negotiating a major lease, and they're looking to hire people. And it was kind of funny. I went in their tactical room, and half those guys are all SEAL Team 6, but you're all the SWAT dudes. So, and I don't know those guys, but I knew a lot of SEAL Team members. I lived in Beach for 5 years. That's where I basically am now. So I was telling this guy, you need to come down here, man. If you want to come forward.
It's slower, that's for sure, but slow also comes with
low pay. So, you plan on being here for a while?
I'm here for the long run.
Okay.
I'm 31. I'm trying to get,
You
trying
got
to
a
just
family?
finish it out.
You married? You got kids?
One.
There you go. That's awesome.
I'm just trying to get at least one pension out of it before I turn it in.
I'm 60 years old. I got sober when I was 28. And I never in a million years, when I used to go to AA, just to so I wouldn't drink and do drugs and do stupid shit. And they taught me how to live. I never in a million years think that I'd ever be in Florida, because I'm from Virginia, as the president of the Easy Does It Club, going through this kind of malarkey.
Yeah.
Never in a million years.
Now you step into the realm of that to put yourself
He's going to run to lieutenant first.
Oh, okay. I mean, like I said, as soon as I got here, you didn't want to talk to me. You want to talk to the supervisor. I'm like, all right. It is what it is to me.
Like I said,
I get paid the same.
Mr. Larson knows who I is. He knows Don. He knows me. He knows Holly. You call Holly real quick. I promised her, because she likes Lieutenant a lot. This is her right now. Lieutenant Larson's on the way to the club if you want to come on over.
He didn't answer.
Damn it.
Okay.
Lieutenant Larson's on the way to the clubhouse if you want to come on over. I'll take that. You can have Larson come to my house. He has my address.
According to SARS, I can't give him to you till Larson gets here. And Larson's going to be the one that dictates what's going on. All right?
Yeah, that's on, right?
Yeah, everything's on. Yeah, I keep everything on.
Thank you. I don't know what you're saying over there.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. That's all you can do.
I'm
sorry
here.
you're not sitting in your cool car.
Even then, it's not necessarily cool.
Like that.
This thing doesn't. It don't breathe very well. So hopefully Lieutenant Larson will show up here in a second. And we can get this all squared away. But yeah, like I said, I was told to.
He knows what's going on. I just want to say to him thank you. To waste his time too, because this is just a waste of time.
Yeah. Like I said, LT's supposed, that's what SAR said. He said, hold off, they're giving it to you until LT gets here. And LT, they'll work whatever out.
Yeah, I'll take. I'm for that. I'm for that. But I just don't. What he said to you was they didn't have a meeting last night.
Yeah.
They did it over the phone this morning. I wasn't advised last night. I never even got anything on my phone from him. He's a liar. I got him blocked.
I can't enforce y'all's bylaws
His
anyway.
bullshit is a lie.
I can't enforce y'all's bylaws anyway. So, like I said, if he requested, and
I'm
we
okay
just
with it.
oblige.
Yeah.
So,
Let the court see that.
I got you.
Just to prove his ego is bigger than everybody else's, and he's the king.
I got you, understand. Well, like I said, hopefully this gets squared away and we can get out of here. It's a little warm. Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. I was going to move over to the shade. That's all. All right.
They don't have to take the sobriety, you have to take what goes on. Right where they go. Alright. There's a design for the living in that. Well, I think I tried. Yeah,
Did you ever see that movie, Cool Hand Luke?
yeah, I'm not eating eggs, so. I'm just program, but I eat like 40 fucking eggs.
Listen, here's Cool Hand Luke. What we have here is a failure to communicate. If this is the way he wants it, this is the way he gets it.
Yep.
Is it okay to be parked over there?
Yeah, you're fine. This is like nothing. Oh, great. This is
I would have taken it out of straight.
Well, it's just making sure
It's not out of straight. Let's not get all this.
most of these guys right here. Absolutely. Guys are I'm glad you parked over there. Because these residents, they see car pulls up here. We already have a stigma about us anyway, right? So we don't have this. So this was addressed to the president of the board of Mediation. He's passing this shit out in the 80s.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Talks about my non-profit 501c. Right? He's just a club member passing out business information to members. It's none of your business. If that's the way you want it, I will definitely assist you with that. Definitely. Oh, you know I will. I'm a man of my word.
My spread is the most important thing going on. I'm going to go answer a dollar in the ass.
Guess we got this hot for the ink at.
The most important thing I
Came
have to
out
do
here.
is not drink today.
So his ink's still
Oh,
hot.
that dude, that's pretty cool.
His ink stands out. It's still good. I don't know how old it is.
LT's going, man,
I'm sure he don't mind at all.
here's how.
Hopefully he shows up. Like to stop melting.
Do they need cars moved?
No.
No.
She just pulled out.
She's gonna stay right there. So they can get out.
motto's going to be not for I-72, it's going to be my way to the highway.
There's 4. Right.
What are you waiting for?
What is that letter you got anyway, Corey? Let me entertain this. No, I don't get involved in stupid things actually.
Got $100.
I put my dollar in the basket. If I don't like it, you're not getting a dollar. It's simple.
See, he's Brian and Joe's father. Yeah. This is exactly what they want to do. And they want him to get trespassed. Now he gets punished.
They're just using him like a whore.
They want this. Because now it's a record. That we're big and bad and trespassing everybody. And I gave him a 90-day warning.
Will you please ask Roger about the cat? What'd you say?
It's hot out here. I got work to do. I was out weed eating my yard. I even got spilled blades in my pocket.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Apparently you're the man of the hour. Before everybody runs out here. So supposedly he violated bylaw by passing out some, I guess, illegal action, trying to request information, trying to get some.
All the Corey's over there, right?
Yeah, trying to basically gave out some letter last night during the AA meeting, you know, suggesting that they need to pull his 501c or whatever, trying to pull the financial records of the business, trying to show whatever. And of course, Corey says that it's a violation of the bylaw. You want them to trespass, so that's what we're doing. But Josh told me to hold off on giving him this until you arrive.
There's Joey. He's trespassing right now.
I'm not trespassing. I'm standing in the street.
That's good. Yeah,
I saw you pull up.
what's going on is that Joey and Brian hired an attorney, and they're requesting.
The attorney called me the other day.
They're requesting all documents, which you know what, their membership has been revoked. They're not even a club member. The board unanimously changed the bylaws and voted on this. Tommy's been out here passing out this information regarding the letter from the attorney to people inside of AA meetings. So you can't put club business and corporation business distributed throughout the AA meetings that are like renters here in this. So I gave him an email this morning, which I can show you, that he was warned that he's expelled and suspended from the club for 90 days. If you came back on the club property, that you would be trespassed. So he's pushing this effort. Joey and Brian have encouraged him to come out here and do this, and this is the result that he's looking for. So we're going to request that.
So he was already given his 90-day.
A warning, yes sir, this morning. I have it in the email if you'd like to see it. There you go.
Who's this set to? Okay.
This was sent to Joey and to Brian and to Tommy Coyle and to Ralph the vice president and to Brad the secretary. There was also a copy of it sent to his attorneys, letting them know that they were passing out the letter to open to club members, to AA meetings. That's corporate business. As a result from that he was being trespassed if he came back on the property within 90 days. Here he is.
Which one is it?
Tommy, that guy right there. You met him before when he was part of Joey and all the other stuff, trespass. He was escalating down in front of the cars. Yeah.
When was this at?
This morning.
Okay.
And it was acknowledged because he reached out to another member, Roy and let him know that he received that. If he came to the club, he would be trespassed. So then he also replied to Ralph, and I got Ralph's email. I'm going to go ahead and go to the club and get my trespass over with. That's what he said.
All right. You just want him.
Trespass.
You just want Thomas trespass.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just go pull up. Just go double check it. You ever looked up some biz?
No.
Okay. Just go look up some biz real quick. We're just gonna verify that he's still like the business executor of it, and then if he is, then yeah, he's got full trespass authority.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
just some biz like .gov or whatever it is, like Florida.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
But two rights don't make a wrong, and I'm going to abstain from it. If I have to relinquish my position, I will do so, because it's not fair to put me in the corner and put me in a spot like that.
No, you're good. All right, dude. Here, hold on a minute. I'm gonna hit you back.
No, Ralph, I just want him to hear the truth, that's all.
Well, the truth is he violated club policy.
No, there's no policy
Do a
against
quick,
passing out any kind of
Do a
information.
quick
You know that, it's a public
And
corporation.
Just give him the case number. And
You can't change the rules if you can't legally change the rules, you know that.
And that'll attach to that report.
Right. Right.
And like I said, I know you're busy, and he just lied to you. So that's lying to a police officer.
This is number one. I got out of bed about an hour and a half ago.
If everyone's listening, I'm probably gonna
Well,
resign.
I got up
No,
at
I'm
8
the only one
o'clock
listening.
when shit hit the fan at,
They're
or
over there
7 o'clock
talking
when
in a
shit hit the fan then. And then I went back to bed, and I didn't go home till like 3, so
And you're gonna have a busy day today.
yeah, I won't go home till about 1 o'clock tonight. If all goes well.
And I like again, I apologize to both of you.
We're not
But
trying
I
to take
mean-
the
I mean,
corporation
just
down, we're
one-
trying to take the corporation back.
The lying
All right, real quick.
exposure is lying.
Corey.
I don't want to be in it.
10 Bravo 53, can I have a 1040, please?
All right.
Without anybody contradicting.
So, just so I understand, because I've clarified this with our city attorney, okay? Civil litigation. I'm not getting in the middle. I can't get in the middle. Okay, all the stuff over finances and taxes.
No.
Okay?
No.
If there's something criminal later it's discussed, great, we can get involved in that. A lot of this right now
I
is
only
civil.
called you because
So our main job here is
I
to hold
called
the
you
peace.
because I wanted you
I've
to
gotten
know
with the
what's
city
going on.
attorney, and as long as he's on Sundays, and as long as he can is the identified agent of the
That's the only reason.
entity, okay?
He's telling him
Until
that
that's
Ralph and all
changed,
this
he is
had
still
last
the agent. He can get. He has the authority to trespass through our city attorney. Now that doesn't mean that if we handle things civilly and something changes down the road, then we will adapt to that. But there's a direction I've been given after sitting with our city attorney and actually being on the phone with the attorney you guys hired and discussing it with them. He was in the understanding of how we got to where we are. You don't have to like it, but he does have the authority to trespass. No problem. Okay, so
They have sorted it
our
out.
job. I appreciate and love the fact that this place provides help. But whatever you guys have, just got to work out
Right.
somehow. Civil.
Okay, I gotta go.
But he does have the authority to
I'll
do
talk
that.
to you later.
I'm totally okay with that.
We have
What's
a
that?
path that they can come back.
I don't want to come back.
Oh, they did.
The pathway is they
Because
come
your
I'll
back
let you
answer
know.
ain't happening.
to the club members and they can present their case
Sure.
and ask for reinstatement, and we will rescind everything.
Lieutenant
They-
Larson, may I
they
say
won't
something
come back.
finally? I never got to say anything tonight I was here. First of all, the police report that you guys filled out on me is completely incorrect. I never went inside the club that night, so I'm going to have well, my lawyers have already contacted the city about that.
Okay.
The second part is, any changes that Mr. Romaniak has made are illegal because he was never duly elected as the president of the club. So the lawsuit is to bring the records before the court,
Okay.
to have him expunged and moved out of here. I'll bring somebody up here every 3 hours, so he has to drive down from Palm Coast to trespass him. I don't care. You can do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Because we are going to take care of the situation.
There's 2 elections duly recorded in minutes and meetings. We've got all that document. Why don't you talk to Melissa? She would told you the same thing several times.
That's why she
I had
quit.
lunch with Melissa Friday.
That's
She
good.
quit.
That's good.
I'll civil. I can't get in the middle of.
So,
But as
I've
far as the
already run-
analogy,
I've run
also,
them.
the one thing the police department doesn't understand, and the lawyer for the police department doesn't understand, Easy Does It Club Incorporated is a public corporation. Every
we
member,
are a private
Tommy,
501c4,
me,
brother.
everybody owns a
No,
share
sir.
of that company.
You
You guys
you've
trying to
been
leave?
revoked. You've been revoked.
All right, we'll be on just a
your
minute.
way.
You've been revoked.
No, we don't. You can't revoke us.
Yeah,
All I
you
know is
can.
that
Trespass
when
revokes you.
when we had hold on. So when we had the group conversation between the city attorney and the attorney y'all had, he was an understanding.
No, he agreed because we're working on other stuff. That doesn't matter. We
Right.
already talked
Saying, but
about
he
that.
understood
He's fine.
why,
Look,
why
if
we
you want
were
to trespass,
why we are where
to
we're
my
at.
Hold on,
day
shut the fuck up.
Hold
If
on.
you want to
I look
trespass,
forward to
Tommy,
my
that's
day in
fine.
court.
We'll go. I just wanted to talk to you in
Look
person. I had a
forward
chance
to
to
my
come
day
see
in
you.
court.
That's
good.
all. We're not
forward
trying to
to it.
cause any problems.
I know you're not. I'm good with all of. I'm good with all of you.
You know, it's legal. It's going to come down to July 14th. There's going to be a court order for him to disappear.
Okay.
You know, we'll just keep coming down here until we get trespassed everybody in the building.
That's what takes Joey. I got the will. I got the power in the will.
Yeah, you got the power.
Alright.
Power stuffed up your ass.
The case number right there is what's going to attach to the info.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for your help.
Are you good?
So my question is,
wasting your time.
can I just trespass with a phone call, or do I got to come down here, or can any board member do that? The rules are pretty clear.
Well, if you're telling them to and they're on the phone, they can just put us on the phone. You've got the authority.
So I ain't got to come down in person. I
No,
can
you
do
don't
the
have to
phone.
actually.
Fantastic.
By the way, can I talk to you for a second? Over
Yeah, man.
I'll talk to all of you.
I don't want these fuckheads over here. So how do we initiate criminal investigation? Because you had told me that Sergeant Dovine was gonna, because what we found out is that lady right there, Donna.
The one in the red?
Donna, Donna, the one that said I came in and told her to get the fuck out, which I never.
Oh, the one sitting out with the tattoos?
No, she's sitting there right now. She's right there behind that PT Cruiser.
Oh, okay.
She was the club manager. This is what started all because Corey was paying her under the table. Remember?
Yeah.
Well, she signed a bunch of checks and took the money out of the bank account. Now that we found out, but we can't do anything because we can't get in the fucking building because of this asshole trespassing. So how do we start a criminal investigation? She signed checks. She paid herself through the end of August, and she's quit.
So the lady paid herself money?
She signed checks to herself.
Okay.
Forged Corey's signature.
Like without doing any work?
She forged Corey's. She supposedly volunteered, never got paid, right? Remember? That's the whole thing. We tried to get... He's paying her rent, $600 a month rent, right here for this shithole trailer. And so she wouldn't have to pay income tax because supposedly she has a railroad pension. This is the whole thing. When we had a board meeting in February, like, you can't do that. And so
what was the lady's name?
Donna Martin. And supposedly she has signed checks. That's her Jeep right there. He bought her that Jeep, Corey did.
All right.
She signed checks paying herself through the end of August, signing Corey's name to them. And now that he won't let anybody... Ralph, the guy you were just talking to on the phone, he has access to the bank account. He called me up this morning and told me, but he's like, oh, I don't want to really get involved. I'm like, well, if you don't stand for something, people will walk all over you and steal your money, and you know,
for nothing.
Right,
Off the record, that guy's a pussy.
So we're not trying to be disruptive. We're not trying to waste your time.
No, you're not.
These guys are stealing our money, and they're using you to block us from getting into the books. Basically, that's the problem. So we have to go to an attorney, which takes a long time, and I'm spending this money out of my pocket. You think I would want to spend this money out of my pocket if it didn't mean something to me?
Yeah.
So I've been part of this club for 17 years.
Is Donna still a member, or does she?
I don't know what she does now. She was the club manager. I don't know what she does. If she's a member or club manager or whatever she is.
Okay.
But
let me get with Sergeant Dovine, and then we got a staff meeting tomorrow, and he'll be there.
You know, and we've reported it to the IRS. We're waiting on them to come back. We've called the Florida Department of Revenue. They referred us to the Department of Agriculture because they oversee 501Cs. We have to understand, this is Corey doesn't understand it because I have a 501C license. I'm a CAM. A 501C is the same as a condominium homeowners association, right? So let's say that's her right there. That's it.
Put that tag in the call.
AR3 6PH. If you owned a condo, right where I used to work?
10 Bravo 53, copy the tag.
It's the same as me paying $50 per membership. I can't trust that shit. Yeah,
Alpha Romeo 3,
no, it's
6
not
Bravo
violent
Hotel.
if you're getting arrested. If you're getting arrested or something, right? But you're a resident. You could have every right to come to a board meeting, unless the bylaws. You violate the bylaws. Then I could put you before the board and say, Sergeant Larson, you cannot come to a meeting. You can send email responses. We can have dinner. We just call it trespass. I've never touched anybody. I've never been. I live right down the road. I'm just saying it's just aggravating to us because the money, once it's gone, you know, it's hard to get it. So the money has been disappearing. He supposedly is building a new house up inside here. The whole story behind this was $220,000 in the bank for the start. And the guy that owns this building is Jack Kimball, Kimball Electric. You might know him. He knows the mayor very well. And Jack wanted to sell the building, so we gave him $190,000 down and financed the rest of the mortgage. Well, the $60,000 that's in the bank, Corey has complete control of it all by himself. And her, because she's forging checks off of his signature. Because Ralph went on the bank account this morning and looked, and he said there's some suspicious looking checks on it. And I said, well, and he also paid herself through the end of the month, August, not this month. So it's just, that's why we're frantically trying to
quickly do it before it goes away.
Right.
You're good. I understand. I forwarded all the information to Dovine and
Corey runs around and tells everybody, all of this blatant lies. Like the night I was out here, I never went in the club. You guys never asked any of my witnesses. I never went in the club. I've never said a word to that woman in my life. I've never talked to her. And it says on the thing that I told her to go fuck off.
They can report stuff, but unless you really come forward with some allegations.
Well, I understand, but to me, and for me, it's not as personal to me, but Brian, the other guy, he's very hurt the fact that he has a trespass on his record. That bothers him. And some people it bothers, and
well, it's not even it's not a criminal record.
I understand that, but he doesn't. He thinks it's like it's a misdemeanor. You know, he's very upset about that. And I'm like, Brian, I just whatever.
Can you pull this truck up so we can get?
I'll move it when I'm ready. I'll just finish up the conversation with him real quick, and I'm leaving.
Anyways, I don't want to keep you guys any more than you need to be here because there's probably arch criminals at work somewhere.
No, you're good. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
No, man. Call me anytime.
We're moving.
I'll just meet you at Sanchez. Why don't you just wait a second before she hits my truck? I'll be down real quick.
X-ray 12 on top. X-ray 12. I just got a call that there's a dog roaming in the middle of Nova by Ramble Park. Can you check that for me?